has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Into space at the 45. Still going. He may go.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 73 yards.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
2nd and 1. That one complete. He finds Sharp. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
a long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm not know much a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, Lawrence flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Shifts by at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence.
That's complete right around the 8. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Lion! Second and 6. Big 13 heavy. 8-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Lawrence will throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, a good to Spears. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things up. Here's 2nd and 8. So nothing doing there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 60 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field.
Hey, hey, hey.
They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence rolling to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run with ETN. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll buy some time right.
Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Finds his tight end Ingram. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Christian Kirk on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go play action with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's Lawrence.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps.
This is caught inside the 15. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. ETN once more.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Well, the Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
He'll get this down to the 38.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game,
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the bet.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Inside the 20.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Jaguars are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And the Titans getting set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Easy. Sink right. Go. Let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defense.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.